On your mission, did you feel like you learned about the church for the first time? Was it a real
Really did, yeah.
testimony?
Because, I was raised in a branch, and remember once that I was raised with missionaries, and I had a great love for the missionaries. But it was, and read the Bible and heard all the stories. I loved the Bible stories. I really didn't know any Book of Mormon stories at all. It was all Bible stories. And with my
Had your
cousin-
parents been raised with the Bible? Were both your grandparents Christian, active Christians?
Yes, Dad was a convert to the church, and so was Mother. But Mother didn't join the church till after she and Dad had been married several years. In fact, she threatened to leave him if he didn't quit going to the Mormon church. And he says, well, Opal, I'm really going to miss you. So he called her bluff, and she got busy and ended up joining the church and being just a very stalwart member.
Did he live his testimony outwardly? Was he very vocal about his beliefs, or was he a quiet?
I don't remember Dad because I left home at 20. Went on a mission, got married, and then left home really for good. But as far as, I just remember Dad having great friends, having good, just very dear friends. And
Did your dad ever bear his testimony at church?
Yes, yeah.
Because wasn't he a branch president?
Yes, probably 4 times.
Okay, so he was called the leadership calling.
He was leadership. And
but he was more of a quiet man, let other people lead.
A lot of service. If there's a job to be done, Daddy was out there doing it. Yeah, very much so.
And was your mother a vocal member, or was she more behind the scenes too?
No, she's very vocal.
Did she bear her testimony often?
Yes, she did. And she did, and through just her actions to me as a young woman, because she was a convert, she was not afraid to say what she believed.
Was your dad a convert, or was he born?
Well, he was 9 when his family joined the church in Mississippi.
Did all of his family?
Yeah.
Tell me the story about, you interrupted yourself and said, oh, that's a whole nother story in itself. Oh, your parents, getting sealed too.
Well, at that time, you had to, if you were 18, you had to get your own endowments. And I knew that I was not ready at all. And so Mother was sealed to Rainey and Grant and Mary. They had all made the trip to be sealed to Mother. And so that they were sealed, and no, Rainey was in the service. Rainey was in the Air Force, so he was not there. He was in Alaska. So it was Grant, Mary, and me. Well, they went through the temple, and I just walked around the temple grounds till they had their sealing. And so the next day, they were going to leave. I'll say this was on Thursday. They were going to leave on Saturday. And she says, I am not leaving unless Vergie sealed us, because I don't know when we'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
did y'all make the drive?
Made the drive. Mm-hmm. And that picture of no, that was the first trip. Anyway, I think Grant was going to BYU, and so he met us there. Mary Jo was with us on that trip. She went to the church offices, which you could just walk in and say, I need to talk to an apostle. And President Lee met him, and she told the story. We have been sealed. We have a daughter that I want sealed us before we leave, and he says, I think she should be. And I says, I'm not ready for my endowment. So he took me in to interview me.
Mm-hmm.
And, I remember it so well. He did not ask me any question that I could not say yes to. It was like he looked into my heart, and he loved me and knew it was going to be okay. And so I got to be sealed. And so, they take you into the dressing room, and they was just so kind, and Mother was so happy. And I just remember walking up those stairs behind them, to a sealing room there in the Salt Lake Temple. And it was a very precious memory. I'm so grateful for their stalwartness and their a lot for me to want to do that.
So you're saying your dad was not there?
Well, my dad was there.
Oh, okay, so everybody was there, but Rainey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Rainey was...
And was anybody married at the time?
George and Evelyn, they were in Arizona.
Okay.
So Grant was not married. Mary, of course, was. And then, so Rainey, there were the three of us were not married because
Okay.
Rainey was in the Air Force.